Yeah, hey, yeah, time, hey, in the ring, yeah. Downtime in the ring, yeah, you know we get it on. Downtime in the ring, we gon' hustle till it's gone. Downtime in the ring, yeah, you know we get it on. Downtime in the ring, yeah, we got it till it's gone. Downtime in the ring, yeah, you know we get it on. Downtime in the ring, yeah, we hustle till it's gone.
I can't get enough.
Welcome, everyone, to our Royal Rumble episode. I am so excited for this week in downtime in the ring. I am so excited. What is going on, guys? We love you. We love seeing you guys at every live. This week is a big week. First, shout out to TZ's Table, the podcast that we sponsor. Love Monteezy. Thank you for making this banger, brother. We love you. Stay safe on the Jericho cruise. Do not get too tipsy and try to keep Swerve from fighting everybody on the boat. We are super excited. Now, we actually have guests, but this week I can't bring them on. I cannot announce them because Chris found them. Chris, who do we got?
So we have two awesome people who also started a podcast. I don't know how recently, but they started following us, and I always keep in touch with all the newer followers, especially off of our Instagram. So we have Uncle Black 215 and Bree from the 2.5 Heels podcast. How y'all doing, guys?
We're good.
Phenomenal. Thank you so much for having us on this evening. Appreciate it.
No, you see, when he brought in that universal title, he just set the mood for me to have my title. So they're my people already.
You already know, baby.
So this is going to be a great episode. I can't wait. But for everybody who knows us and knows that we tend to befriend every wrestler that we've had on the show, a certain pissed off P made us a video for the Royal Rumble. And if you grace me with just a couple of minutes of your time, we're going to find out what really pisses him off.
It's pissed off P, the world's most dangerous game, the world's most dangerous champion, the world's most dangerous podcaster. And like Raquel Rodriguez doing a pose, I'm back. Spinal. Now, y'all asked me to come through and tell y'all about all the things I don't like about the Royal Rumble, and I'm pissed off, man. So let's talk about it. First and foremost, I don't like that we put these heavy expectations year after year after year over these Kofi spots. We can't even just have him do something cool in the Rumble or enjoy it because it's, how's he going to escape elimination now? How's he going to do it? How you going to do it, Kofi? First of all, this man almost died doing this crap. Calm down. You know what? Y'all should have let him win one. To me, Kofi is Mr. Royal Rumble like Shawn Michaels was Mr. WrestleMania, because whether he won or lost, after a while you were watching it for Shawn. After a while, we've been watching to see what Kofi would do. Yeah, I know John Morrison had some saves. And after a while, Naomi was killing the game. And they say Trent may be back. But I digress. Another thing that pisses me off is when you think about how many legends neither won nor had great showings in Royal Rumbles. I mean, the likes of Eddie Guerrero, the likes of Kurt Angle. I mean, let's talk about it. Daniel Bryan has never really had a great Rumble showing, and I get it, people wanted him to win and whatnot, but that's a whole nother conversation. Another thing that pisses me off is you can't quench the wrestling fans, because first, they want to be surprised with who comes back, but then if the surprise isn't who they want, then they want to be mad. And y'all even booed Rey Mysterio. His whole career, he's been a babyface. He's been great. And because he wasn't Daniel Bryan, y'all booed him when he came in at number 30, even though he was announced for the match and Daniel Bryan wasn't. That pisses me off. That's that shit I don't like. We know what else pisses me off? What pisses me off is the fact that we have all these news outlets now that are exposing all these things with the wrestling business, and because they expose all these things with wrestling business, we can't even be surprised when cool stuff happens anymore. When we have a cool return or we have a surprise entrant, because the moment somebody happens to be in town, the whole internet knows about it. Let me be surprised. I want to enjoy who's showing up. Hell, if Scotty 2 Hottie shows up at the Royal Rumble, now if that happens, it's not my fault. I'm just saying, if Scotty 2 Hottie shows up at the Royal Rumble, let me enjoy that. I don't need it leaked hours before, because you know what? Y'all was mad when Sheamus won, but y'all leaked Chris Jericho winning, which you know what, right now, maybe ain't too mad that he didn't win, but we're not talking about that right now. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about is, it pisses me off that y'all leak stuff. I already know who's going to win. I already know who's showing up. And you know what? We shouldn't have this standard of Royal Rumbles needing to always have returns. Yes, it's nice. Yes, it's nice, but it's not necessary, because you know what that return spot is? A potential spot taken away from somebody already on the roster, or maybe somebody getting called up to showcase what they can do. So I'm just saying, you don't always need a return spot. And it pisses me off when there is a return spot and they don't show up and they sluggish or they're this or they're that. Sometimes it's cool, sometimes it's fun, but it's not necessary. You know what also pisses me off? It's the Royal Rumble event. But we've also had this whole thing where the main title is supposed to main event. So what's more important, the main title or the Royal Rumble? The main title or the Royal Rumble? The event that it is named after and it can take so much time, or the very prize that they're trying to win the Rumble for? And on top of that, I don't think you should be able to be in the Royal Rumble and Mr. Money in the Bank. Can we just talk about that? Like, Damian Priest should not be allowed to enter the Royal Rumble. That shit pisses me off, because you know what? If by some crook or chance he was able to actually win the Rumble, then that means he's guaranteed 2 title opportunities, and I don't want him to have that much power. Because if somebody's going to have that much power, it should be me. Don't judge me. Shut your mouth. Argue with your mama. But you know what else I'm pissed off about? I'm pissed off about how much I am going to enjoy this Rumble, because I don't know who's going to win. I have an idea who's going to win. I have an inkling of who's not going to win, but I like the fact that there's options. You don't always get options. And I like that there's options. I love options. I love the fact that we have the opportunity to be fans again and not already know and not already have it still for us. We can sit back, relax, enjoy the show, maybe see history be made. So I may be a little pissed off because I don't like to be happy because I'm a wrestling fan. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But at the end of the day, this is Pissed Off P. I'm always angry, and I hope you guys enjoy the Royal Rumble.
I need a segment like that every week.
We gotta love Paragon. Like, he didn't really have to do that, and he did it so well. So we much love for Paragon for doing that for us. We had teased it, but we didn't know if he was gonna do it, and he ended up, pulling through. I love it.
And for those of you, we also do sponsor his nonprofit called Tag Me In. You don't need to fight this handicap battle called life alone. Just look to your friend, family, a person of non-binary, and just reach out and say tag me in. And if they're willing to do that, it's how it be. Life be lifing.
All right, so Eric already made me so mad by saying CM Punk is winning.
Oof.
Yeah, okay. So before we talk about who we think are going to win, let's actually get into it and let's talk about the card in total, at least from everything that we know currently right now, because we only have we have both the men's and women's. We have Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens, and then we have the Fatal 4-Way match, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
That is correct.
Okay. So, if anybody wants to start us off, how good do you think the Logan Paul, let's go with the lowest belt first, the Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens match is going to be?
I'll kick us off. Now, just from my own viewpoint, now this is a match where if Kevin Owens were to eat a loss, would it hurt his credibility for real? Would it?
Not at all.
I wouldn't see him getting hurt at all, because, I mean, someone like Logan Paul, if he's going to be here for a while, he needs a credible victory. And what better victory than at the Royal Rumble against somebody like Kevin Owens?
Yeah,
Especially after what they put this week on or today on Twitter. Like the rivalry's heated already.
Yes.
absolutely. Absolutely. I don't see Logan Paul losing. My pick is Logan Paul. He's been great. He surprised a lot of us with actually putting in the work and being a credible wrestler. So this title run, I feel like it's going to go all the way to Mania at least. So I'm ready to see what happens on Saturday. And there's already a lot of heat with that Performance Center video. So I'm excited.
Yep. I have to say Logan Paul myself as well. Um from pure like let's not like talk about how he just got re-signed or anything, but like I just picked Logan Paul even prior to that knowledge, only due to the fact, same thing as what Bree said, he has proved himself in the ring, being that workhorse, being that moment maker in the last year, and then like you see like the super insights of him, like even with the John Cena interview recently and the Shawn Michaels interview, and how he's taking in all this knowledge but also giving back in a way in his performances. Therefore, like I think he deserves. Funny enough, I think, and it's funny that it's John Cena that happened this week. He's probably the only other guy to make that title relevant.
Well, I mean, we had to deal with like Austin Theory having it for how long exactly?
Yeah,
And
so
ruining it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So my pick is Logan Paul on this one.
I'll round it out. I'm a big Logan Paul guy, but I just think I was a mark for him when he first came as a guest for Sammy's conspiracy movie that he was launching before he joined the Bloodline. I was a big old mark for. I was like, Logan Paul's in the business finally. So I've been a huge fan. I'm like, you know what? Give the guy some due, no matter what happened in the past. Let's respect the man that is now, which is a little hypocritical when we talk about CM Punk later in the Rumble. So we'll go from Logan Paul and Kevin Owens. We gave our answers to now. Who do we think? And I want you guys to each take your time. You got enough time to talk about it. Who do we think is going to win the women's Royal Rumble match? Who's brave enough to go first? Who's brave enough to start the fire?
I'm going to kick it off. I've had this prediction for a very long time. I think Becky Lynch is absolutely going to win this year. I think she's going to be the first 2-time Women's Royal Rumble winner. Her and Rhea, the promos last week absolutely was phenomenal. That was the first time they faced off since Rhea's won the title. And I think WrestleMania is the perfect time to do it. And why not have her win? She needs that confidence boost, as she says. So have her win 2 times. That's a great confidence boost right there. Then go to WrestleMania and face Mommy. I'm here for it.
I'm going to go with a different horsewoman. I'm going to go with Bayley because Rhea and Becky have already have this perfect story that they need to bring relevancy to SmackDown, and I mean that's kind of the best way. We all know that Bayley's going to get kicked out of Damage Control, and I think it's perfect for her to go up against Io, kind of. But that's just my personal opinion. I think that Rhea and Becky, they don't even need a belt at this point. It's just going to be a grudge match, the same way in other conversations with me and Chris. CM Punk and Seth Rollins don't even need a belt. It's just straight up it's just a money match. And so I'm going to go with Bayley. That is my pick for this year's Women's Royal Rumble winner. Who's going next? Who's going next?
I'll let you go. All
right. So now, if you're a regular on the 2.5 Hills podcast, you know that I love to watch the world burn. And I always like to go to the left with predictions and stuff like this. So, just for shits and giggles, let's give the Royal Rumble to Natalya.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, that is a burner.
Why
Oh, no.
not? You would listen with everything that is going on right now in the WWE sphere. Why the fuck not? Why
That's
not?
fair.
I mean, there's a lot of reasons why not, but I like
Of
the hot take.
course.
I
Of
like the
course.
hot take.
I could think
We
of a whole list
love
of reasons.
we love Natalia though. I kid to Natty. We love Natty. But yeah.
I can't, man. I'm like, no, there's no like. It would be the biggest swerve in the world if we just see Natalia. Not saying that she doesn't deserve it. She at least deserves one good accolade in her entire career there.
She works hard.
But like it.
Can't
We
even
already-
fathom it.
No, I can't. I can't even give like.
He's
Oh my
trying
God.
his hardest.
Her versus Rhea. We've already seen that. I think like 75 times.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
another beautiful squash.
Her versus
can't
Io
even-
would be. My head hurts already.
I can't even picture her pointing at the sign.
I'm
like,
so sorry,
not-
Donovan. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do this to you.
Can she just
So-
like wave the Canadian flag to the sign? Like I think that'd be that's the only way she could have her moment.
Have Brett in the front row.
Oh,
Oh my
Oh.
god.
That would only make it plausible for that to happen.
Oh,
So I guess it's my turn.
yes.
yeah.
So
Mhm.
I actually, prior to this, watched last year's Rumble. I actually never got to watch last year's Rumble because I attended it live. So I didn't see the
That's an
like
oxymoron.
all the story. Yeah.
It is.
So like I hear the pops going on, and then you see like Raquel Gonzalez, huge pop, both live and on television. Roxanne Perez, same thing. But I think it should be an NXT call up, and I think it should be
Ooh.
Tiffany Stratton.
Barbie.
The
Barbie.
Barbie of NXT.
Barbie.
Yeah, and it's only based off of the fact that she had an amazing fucking match with Becky Lynch. And she's just so good. I understand that they do have the rivalry going on and stuff with Fallon Henley and all that, but I mean, with Tiffany Stratton could just get slotted in and be that heel, you know. She's especially since Charlotte's gone right now. I would love to see her and Bianca Belair just fight it out. Specifically, if she win it, I think she should go after Bianca because that's the other proving ground female wrestler in the business right now. I think if she were to go against Mommy, it would be such a clash. Alternatively, just all pink and blonde and all black and purple, that would be so great.
It's a Taylor Swift
That's
song, dude.
sick.
It's a Taylor Swift song.
But like save that for maybe next year, you know. I would love to see all that.
Okay,
And
I'm making
yes.
a petition. Prettiest moonsault ever off the Eagles Stadium. I need it. I need it right now.
Off
Yeah,
the link.
yeah.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna go with Tiffany Stratton. I think now that the Rumble is like gotten to this point where, and even what Paragon said, why isn't the Rumble being used for call-ups rather than surprises? You know, I like that developmental system and in that aspect, and it's a real good way to kind of give shine to everyone, but on top it could make or break a star. In this instance, Tiffany Stratton would be the first in that mold, because imagine someone like Austin Theory winning the Rumble. No one would believe it.
No, not at all.
Because he's never beaten anyone. Maybe after Cena, people would believe it. Maybe.
Still no.
Nah.
Yeah, I say maybe, but with Tiffany Stratton, I can see it. I can see it. So Tiffany Stratton's my go.
The call-ups are a good thing. I would love to see more surprises. I know that everybody wants to see indie stars, like how we got Hardcore Country Mickey James that one year, which was so cool with the Knockouts Championship. I know people want that again, but I would much rather see like, you know, Gigi Dolan come out, Fallon Henley come out, all these women in NXT that haven't gotten their opportunity to come out, try it, see, get the pop, I would prefer that a lot more than having like I can't even think of somebody who's on the indies right now that like a female on the indies that was big enough like Mickey James when Mickey James was at Impact, unless you have like Timeless Tony Storm come out and the Forbidden Doors open, but that would actually be kind of cool.
That would be cool.
That would be kind of cool. I'd be okay with that.
So I'm gonna kind of branch off of the Royal Rumble picks. Who would you want your final four?
Ooh, okay.
In which one?
In the women's.
So in the women's
final
so
four.
It would be, of course, your pick, but who would be the other three women to set up the?
All right. Poor Natalia. All right.
He's just stacking the card against. I'll go. So I want Bailey. I want Kairi Sane, Roxanne Perez, and we can throw in like a random who's starting to get her way. Returning Liv Morgan. Let's have that. That would be okay.
Solid.
It's
pretty
believable.
solid. Yeah. I don't know. I'd say definitely Bailey. I definitely think it's gonna come down to Bailey and Becky Lynch. I honestly think Roxanne Perez, maybe.
Ooh, yeah.
She had a good showing last year. Wild card for me, Shayna Baszler.
Oh, okay.
I like that.
I definitely think Liv is coming back too. So that's another one. Yeah.
All right. So of course we got Natalia in the final four for me. And I'm just gonna follow the breadcrumbs, man. I'm just gonna go Nia, Becky. Come on now, that's too easy. And you know what? Why not Liv Morgan? Because at this point, with her return, they're going to present her on par with these women as a main event star.
See, I thought you were just gonna go like completely absurd. I thought he was gonna be like Natalia, Gail Kim, Awesome Kong, Manator, because we technically never knew
ODB.
ODB.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. If that was the final four, right? I'll just be standing there like, you know what? This is fine. I trust Hunter. I trust what Hunter is doing because at this point, who knows what he's doing at that point? If
Your mentality is like that little dog meme that's sitting down when it's all on, everything's on fire, and you're like, this is fine. This is okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is good.
It's all good.
That's awesome. That's funny.
Y'all see what I deal with? Yeah.
Yes. Oh my
god.
Oh,
no, trust me. I'm the bane of his existence sometimes too.
It's all good. But so we'll go from there. Now we'll go into the fatal four-way match for the undisputed Universal 360 Highway Championship. We have LA Knight.
Yeah.
We have the phenomenal AJ Styles. We have Randy Orton. And we have the Tribal Chief, the reigning, defending, undisputed, Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. Well, who's everybody's pick? I mean, we kind of know where we're going, but then also with what's been promoted and, The Rock coming in and saying that he does want a match with Roman, really any swerve could happen this year. This is probably the only time in the past like 3 Royal Rumbles I've truly believed that. So what does everybody think is going to happen? I know everybody's all quiet. They're like, I don't want to have the hot take.
Yeah, so, somebody go first.
So I want it to be where Randy wins the belt. He can probably pin LA, or AJ Koss is the reason why LA got knocked out. Randy wins, take the belt off Roman. It's fine because honestly, his legacy's built, but the big money match is going to be against The Rock, Cody can technically finish the story, and it would even make more sense that his big brother, Randy from Legacy, is the reason how he finishes the story. I think that would be more heartwarming. LA Knight and AJ Styles can go into a little feud going into Royal or into WrestleMania, where LA Knight stands victorious in Philadelphia. Yeah, I think that that's the best way to go, but that's my personal opinion.
Can I make one point here before you say I love your take? But can I just kind of talk about how Friday night we saw 3 former TNA champions in the final segment of SmackDown?
Yeah.
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 And that's just so amazing and heartfelt for me because I'm a big TNA guy. Man, that was just so cool to see that. So, but yeah, back to your take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my personal take. That's why I'm like, I would love this a lot more. The world is tired of Roman having his, 9 billion day reign. And obviously the money's gone. Like the main event for Roman is not really main event quality anymore. We know that it's going to be two to three failed counts. One of the Usos is going to come in, interrupt. Somebody's going to come help the face. Another Usos is going to come out and help. Paul Heyman's going to scream. And then Roman wins. Like we know the format. So having The Rock be there would be a lot better. And it's not a dream anymore. Like he's even said it. I'm ready for a match. So that's my take.
Dude, do you fucking write for WWE or something?
Literally. That was fire.
I mean,
Appreciate it.
Bell to bell. Exactly how they go.
Yeah. I mean, it's just you watch like 37 Roman Reigns matches in 4 years, which isn't a lot when people are like, oh, that's a lot of defenses. That's really not.
No.
I feel like Seth Rollins on his any one of his intercontinental runs, doubled that at least. So
big facts on that.
Big facts.
Yeah.
I just see it and I'm like, and now that I'm training, I study the matches a lot more than watching them as a fan. And I'm like, okay, so this is kind of the same format. And if you look back, other than probably Logan Paul, Saudi Arabia, when they wrestled, it's the same thing, dude. You're gonna see like 9 different spots where you're like, oh man, there's a hope spot, but by the time you get to the 5th one, we're already so burnt out. We're like, just give Cody the damn belt already. And then somebody threw a rubber chicken. That was a swerve. I remember that. When somebody threw the rubber chicken.
Oh,
Rubber Chicken needs to finish his story too, man. He needs to come to Philadelphia. I don't care what anyone says.
Bring the rubber chicken
the
to
petition.
Philly.
Rubber Chicken needs to be in Philadelphia. That's the real Philadelphia Eagle right there.
Rubber chicken for WrestleMania.
Rubber chicken for WrestleMania.
Oh my gosh.
So okay, I'll go off of that. So for my pick, I would have to say I do agree that Roman doesn't need a belt, but I feel like, and same argument, Roman has the same match all the time. Usos join in somehow, shenanigans, bell to bell. But there was one, and it was at a WrestleMania, and it was the triple threat, where there were no shenanigans, and he pinned both Edge and Daniel Bryan by stacking them. So what I'm saying is Roman should win, but also stack all 3 of those men on top of each other and pin them.
Can you even pin at that point?
Yes.
Like he's just gonna have to lay and then put his lay down.
It's there's precedent for it now. So I think Roman having the title, yes, it does. He doesn't need the title for Rock, but it would like. Are we just going to assume that? Why should we assume that Rock should beat Roman? Why can't Roman beat Rock?
Oh no, I'm not saying like The Rock has to win. No, not at all. It's just put that match far away from a title at this point. Put it like, okay, Lincoln Financial Field, Where's the ECW arena? I'm okay with them doing it in there. Like, I want their match nowhere near a championship.
Okay.
Where do the 76ers play? Put it there.
So I still
Wells
think
Fargo, right across the street.
Oh, shit.
I'm from Philadelphia, so
Oh.
it's all good. It's all good. I got you.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I think it would so he shouldn't have shenanigans in the fatal 4-way. It should be a like, oh, is he gonna lose? Because the fatal 4-way in and of itself is just like something can happen where it's a finisher collage at the very end, you know it's gonna happen, and somehow Roman picks up the win at the very end, you know. Yeah. So I that's the most believable thing, and I wouldn't put it past them to update the record books and have him beat Hogan's reign. Roman would be the most dominant champion in WWE at that point, and therefore it legitimizes it. But I like what's getting kind of like hindered in my thought process is that like how much more part-time is he gonna get, you know? So
I looked at the updated rankings, and even if he beats Hulk Hogan, he still didn't beat Bruno Sammartino's first reign at 2,100 days. Hogan was. So no matter what, if Roman's at 2,100 days, I'm gonna be in my 30s at that point, which means I spent half my 20s, or even more than that, with Roman Reigns winning the belt. And I don't think I mentally can handle that, dude. So, I will have to say I turned into an adult with Roman Reigns. That doesn't sound right.
That's insane. Yes, but I would have to say my pick would have to be Roman, because I just feel like Randy and LA could have a feud, AJ and LA could have a feud, and who knows? I mean, I'd be down, especially with all the shit that's going down on SmackDown with Nick Aldis. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing Aldis versus Reigns for a title, because he's the only other dude who matches the accolade, you know. And like, if I have to put Reigns with the championship still just to see that match, I will, because I really want to see what that match and how they can do that, because I think that's a very good match that they're leaving out on the table. So
Magnus is in still good shape. All right, you guys, who are y'all pick? Who did y'all pick?
I am a huge Roman Reigns fan. I have been since the beginning. This reign, I will say, it's been rough to watch. But at the same time, I got to acknowledge my tribal chief. He's going to find some kind of way to win that match. I absolutely want him to stack all three of them and get the pin. It's a great callback to WrestleMania 37. So that's what I want. I will say, though, you did make a good point, Donovan. Randy winning and then Cody finishing against his story with Randy would be good. I'd love it, but I just don't see it happening. I'm sorry. Mm-mm.
This is why it's fantasy booking. We can all dream sometimes.
You darn right. So
and then there's Randy versus Cena for the title, like he wants.
I didn't know that was a possibility until now. Now that changes everything.
It's all over.
Because if WWE loves anything, it's a big money marquee match. And nothing screams big money marquee like Randy Orton versus John Cena for the undisputed Ultra 2000 I-95 heavyweight belt.
2K27.
We talk.
It's got to be the spinning belt.
Oh,
got to be the spinning belt.
You're gonna bring that one back. But if I had to make a pick, realistically, much to the chagrin of Donovan, you will have to deal with Roman Reigns as the world champion of the world until he beats Bruno's reign, because that's what's gonna happen. You will have to live with it. You will be 40 You'll be 40 years old, and Roman Reigns will still be the world champion. Okay.
If I'm 40
His
years
theme
old and Roman's
song. His hold on. His theme song will be etched in the back of your head. All right,
As
I'm
much as
done.
I
40
love Roman, I do not
40
want to be 40
years
years
old.
old.
He's pulling a Tom Brady at this point, and we're just and
He is
I would
the GOAT.
Oh my gosh.
I would cry. I would be livid if he's
I mean,
pulling.
I don't know. That's kind of a false statement you're saying. Would you not be more livid if CM Punk was champion?
At this
before-
point, okay, wait. So we're gonna since you're gonna try to throw me under the bus, okay.
Gonna
Realistically,
shoot.
if Roman is champion for the next 12 years, because he said 40, 12. No, I'm 26. 14 years.
14 glorious years.
14
That's
years.
16 for me.
That's
Crazy.
almost 2 decades. And he still, I would rather have CM Punk be champion for a year than have Roman be for 14, dude. Bro.
Again, remember, I love to see the world burn.
You're seeing
But
everything burn.
Roman will win at the Royal Rumble, and we'll find some way to get the belt off of him before Mania, because the match is happening. It is happening.
Yeah, 100%.
It's definitely
100%.
happening.
So now we have the big marquee main event, huge match where we will get to see somebody etch their name in history. We have the men's Royal Rumble match. And I know everyone usually has their fantasy booking, who they think is going to hop in, who our final four are going to be. So let's end it, or let's begin it with who we think personally is going to win the Royal Rumble.
I'll jump in. I'll jump in the fire.
Okay.
Now, I thought I had this Rumble, picked already. And a lot of things just got fucked up over this past couple months now, okay? I didn't see CM Punk coming back. And much to the chagrin of the entire wrestling internet community, the guy is a draw, okay?
Yes.
Whether you like it or not. He puts eyes on the product, he puts asses in the seats, and he can still wrestle, damn it. All right? It's not like he's bad at it. He can still work a good match. He can still have a believable match. So I'm going to pick CM Punk solely because why not? And plus on Monday Night Raw, he said very loudly, I'm going to win the Royal Rumble. Put your money on me.
So a little clarification onto why I personally don't care too much for CM Punk is not really Phil Brooks, the person. I've never had any problem with him. It is, I believe he is overhyped. I believe that the fan base has ruined him. And usually the fan base will be like, how have we ruined him? He's the greatest of all time. He's the best in the world. And I go, the same time that he's wrestling, we have a young Kenny Omega. We got Ospreay now. We have a ton of different people. One, professional wrestling is supposed to be about originality. I don't gotta like everybody. Two, I don't like him because you're trying to explain why so hard. It's mostly the fan base is why I'm like, I really hate this dude. He does put asses in seats. He does sell merchandise. He does do a lot of things. That's great. He's not my pick for the Royal Rumble. I think that Cody's going to do it back to back and finally be able to finish this story. And if he doesn't, I'm pretty sure Chris is going to jump off a bridge. So at this point,
Please don't.
I was there, and I'll say it like we did with Nikki. Unfortunately, he couldn't join us, and we did an amazing booking for Bash at Berlin, and Like, and it involves Cody not winning the Rumble, main eventing, and then taking it
Losing
all the
in
way to
Berlin.
Berlin and then losing it in Berlin.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I truly want Cody to do it. Again, this is also because of the fan base. I want Cody to do it so that the hashtag finish the story is over and we don't have to finish the story.
They made
quote
it
unquote.
into a video game tagline at this point, and it's sad.
I know. I'm like, I just want it to be done. And we have CM Punk for like 4 years, so he doesn't need a win right off the back. It's okay. He can lose and people will still love him, and people will still cry for him, and he will be the hot topic king of the world. So he's perfectly fine. Like, I'm okay with, CM Punk CM Punk not winning this year. I am perfectly fine with it. I think that he should be disqualified. I think he shouldn't be allowed in the arena. I don't think he should be near anybody at all. That is my pick. Is who did I go for again?
I didn't hear anybody. I didn't hear a single.
Cody to finish the story.
Cody, okay.
Cody to finish the story.
That was just all CM Punk slander.
Disqualify him, throw him out. You want to fine him, suspend him without pay while you at it?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Let's face it. AJ confront him everything. It's fine. She's the real workhorse of the relationship. It's all good. AJ can take care of him. Dude, I do not like him at all.
All right. All right.
So
Anybody else want to piss off people too? No,
I
me?
think
All good.
my pick is a bit of a wild card.
Uh-oh.
I wasn't thinking that he had a shot until this past Monday. I'm going with Gunther.
Okay, that's not too
I think
much of a
Gunther
wild
could
card.
do it.
Okay.
Last year he came in at number 1 and was there until the very end, and I
Yep.
think he can do it again this year. Except this time he'll actually get the win. I just want to see him and Seth. That face-off was phenomenal to me, and I feel like that would be a better WrestleMania match than CM Punk and Cody. I mean, CM Punk and Seth. I'm gonna just throw it out there. CM Punk and Seth can happen at any PLE, and people will love it. It doesn't need to be a Mania. So that's what I'm gonna go with.
Seth has one leg and she threw him Gunther. Seth has one.
I mean, make him as dominant as possible. I mean, just end him and then have him end Cody.
No.
But let me preface, because I saw that your eyes were kind of wide after I had said at Berlin and stuff when Cody goes into Berlin as champion, right? He finishes the story. Now everyone's like, "Oh yay, Cody's champion! Now let's see what happens so he don't get stale like every other babyface champion." I think, and since like World Wrestling Entertainment has now become World Wrestling Entertainment with all the PLEs in different countries, Bash at Berlin, me and Nikki were thinking like, who would be able to put asses in seats in certain countries and stuff like that. Like with Paris happening, Berlin, it's got to be Gunther. It's got to be. And and I would only accept. And Donovan had said that, well, Cody will be a transitional champion, and I only accept that Cody is a transitional champion with a decent enough lengthy reign if he loses to Gunther in Berlin, because the pop will be insane.
Facts.
That's a fact.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not thinking in terms of like storytelling and stuff. I'm just thinking in terms of the event in and of itself. Because we had Clash at the Castle, we had the major upset at Clash at the Castle, and like alternatively, how many people would have went insane if Drew won? Like with Berlin and with how dominant, going back to Bree's thing about how Gunther was literally the Iron Man of last year's, it only makes sense that like he's this unstoppable force going into Berlin in the hometown, home country and beating him for that title, you know, and it's so much callbacks to the two of them being the final two and stuff like that. But now going back to this Rumble, you know, I understand why some people would pick Cody for double wins, but I'm also with Paragon in this, where it's like I want someone new every year.
Mm-hmm.
And don't get me wrong, like Stone Cold won it back to back, and who was the other one that won it back to back?
Was it Randy?
No, not Randy.
No, not Randy.
I thought it was Shawn Michaels or Bret Hart, something like that. But like you can have like the 2-time Rumble winners, like you have Randy who won it in early 2000s and late 2000s. You had John Cena win it.
Okay, so wrestlers who have won the event twice, which are Hulk Hogan in 90 and 91. Bree got it right.
Oh, okay.
Shawn Michaels in 95 and 96. Yeah, that is it. Double winners are Triple H in 2002 and 2016, Batista in 2005, 2014, John Cena in 2008, 2013, Randy Orton in 2009, 2017.
Okay. So I would like see, and it's weird. Like, what's weird is that, like, whenever I attended the Rumble, no one knew that the Rumble went on first. You know?
Yeah.
So, like, it was like there was a and there isn't the elimination of a possibility that, like, Styles and LA Knight could be in the Rumble. You know? So, like, there's that. But if I'm going at it right now, I would have to say, I think CM Punk has to win it. I think it's that marquee match, and it's the whole like I need to main event a WrestleMania thing. And like, I'm not saying that as a fan of Punk. I'm saying that in the logistics of like how everything's going, because you can have Cody versus Punk in a sense, you know, if they vacate the title. That's just a whole rivalry in and of itself, you know. That's like the destroyer of the baby and the guy who created the baby, you know, in AEW. Yeah. So like it's really hard because of like everything going down. It's really hard, but I would have to say it would have to be Punk for me. I'll go with it. I'll take the stake.
So we
sometimes
have 2
you just gotta
Punk.
stay on business, bro.
Yep.
We got 2 for Punk, 1 for Homelander, and the Iron Giant is also getting a pick. Like, okay, cool. This is a weird setup. So, since everybody has their winners, who are the final 4? Who are the 4 men that will definitely get WrestleMania spots? I'm going to go with Cody. I'm going to go with Gunther, because something huge is going to happen. Definitely if he loses it in the City of Brotherly Love. I will go with, you know what? I want him to do something finally. I'll go with Xavier Woods, because I love my New Day, and I'll go with CM Punk. Those are my 4.
That's a solid pick. I think I'm gonna go with Gunther, of course. Drew McIntyre.
Ooh.
Cody. And then I'm gonna just throw this out there. I think Brock is coming back.
So if you look at that ring right there, one of those is not like the other. And Cody is the odd man out. If you just look at that entire ring, you have Gunther, Brock, Drew, Cody. Like that does Cody.
Yeah.
That's what my mind went to. I was like, if she says Sheamus, it's definitely one of these is not like the other.
That's hilarious.
That is fucking jokes. All right,
So-
well,
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
You
sweet.
can go next.
So, all right, best. So, Final Four, of course, CM Punk. I'm gonna go Drew McIntyre because Jesus, that man has been talking a lot. Okay, a lot. Great conversations, great promos. Of course, I gotta put Homelander in there, the American Nightmare himself, Cody Rhodes, and in that spot, that last spot, it has to be Gunther. Because again, if you've seen what I saw on Monday night, you can't bet against him. You just can't. Because, I mean, the man, he is him. Sorry, Carmelo. But he is everything that he says and then some.
He's the longest reigning IC champion. Like that's got to stand for something. So I think this is his time.
Yep.
German engineering. I think that's what that stands for.
Yeah. Yep. So my final four, it has to be Punk, it has to be Cody, and it has to be Gunther. I love that you guys added Drew because of the story wise of it, but I'm gonna burn the world now. I want our truth.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I want our truth. I want our truth in the final four.
Can we have the
I'm with
same
it.
spot like we did years ago where he brings a ladder into the ring?
Yes.
Matter of fact, can I change my pick to win the whole Royal Rumble?
It's just our truth.
Yeah, just our truth to win the entire Rumble.
And that's and story wise, that could be him finally getting the approval from the Judgment Day to be in the Judgment Day. It's like,
Yeah.
but
I
you
won the
eliminated
Rumble.
Balor. You eliminated JD. Like they're like number 5 and 6. Or no, Dom, Balor and Dom.
Yeah.
But I'm in the final four. That should mean something.
Yes.
Mhm.
I want
Yes.
our truth just for the shits and giggles of it. Because I think I
Listen,
know Triple H. And he would love nothing more
do it.
to add to sprinkle that little bit of comedy into the main event of something. And it's I want it. I want it.
You do that. Truth.
Our
The Men's Royal
I'm not
Rumble
mad at it. I love
2024.
it.
our truth. It would be perfect. I can't be mad. Like that's not burning the world. That's just making us extremely happy.
That would make me so happy.
Yes.
Oh, and make sure they have the Kofi spot. They didn't do a Kofi spot. That's
Yeah. So I watched the video of them like rewatching last year's Rumble. So Santos injured Kofi's leg. So when he went to go do the spot, he couldn't make the landing onto the chair, so he couldn't do it. But I need it this year. The past 2 years we haven't gotten it, and I felt that we didn't have it, you know. So
Yeah, no. It's insane. Like even like experiencing the Rumble, I didn't get to see obviously everything. You're fixated on a single point, looking this way. You're able to see everyone come in, and then I was able to see everyone leave. So I was able to see like Logan Paul make their exit, like walking around the stage and stuff, like or walking around my section where I sat because I was floor seats. And you saw Brock going insane, beating up security guards off camera. I don't know why they were off camera, but they were. He was.
just Brock.
He was. And then I got to see like Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six and stuff all at the very end of that Rumble. It's insane that happened a year ago.
yeah.
Absolutely insane that happened. But like I don't know. I think this year is going to be an interesting one with everything, with people returning, people just like everyone has a horse in the race now, and it's so much more interesting. Like we kind of know what we're getting for Mania, but we still don't know what the hell's going on. How are they going to get there? And that's what I love about Rumble season and the start of the road. You know, it's so good, so good.
So everybody, I want you guys to pick one man on the indies You can pick any company other than AEW because we're going to stay a little bit realistic, but somebody as a surprise entrant that would absolutely blow the roof off that place. It could be a veteran who still has it. It could be, you know, how they're trying to work with NJPW. It could be anybody except AEW. I want it to be realistic. Who do you guys think on the indies would be a cool surprise entrant? I'm going to be a mark and instantly go for Matt Cardona.
I was going to say the same thing.
That's my dude. That's 100%. I'm going to go for Cardona.
Yeah. I mean, even though he's got the match against Nick Nemeth, I still think there's a possibility. Plus, with Chelsea Green being on the main roster too, I feel like that it's already there. The bridge is already being built. Why not just have him come back? It'd be great. I miss him a lot, so I'd love it.
No Zack Ryder though. Zack Ryder's
Absolutely
dead.
not.
I want Matt Cardona.
Yeah.
As undisputed internet video game social media champion. Like that's 100% what I need. What about you, Unc?
Damn, because I was thinking Matt Cardona, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking, who else? You saying to tear the roof off the place, you know, really, really pop the crowd. Matt Cardona is definitely one of those good people. So I'm gonna take the safe route, and there's somebody that's flying under the radar, somebody that you wouldn't expect to return at the Rumble. But I feel like it's time. And why TF not? Why not we bring back Tyler Breeze?
Breezy.
If you're talking about that's going to join our pop, they're going to be in Florida. Breeze is from Florida. I mean, what better pop ski than, you know, bringing him back out here? Because I see he has been wrestling now. He has been out here putting in work. And all it is a phone call away. So my pick for indie star that will you know, definitely pop the crowd is Tyler Breeze, and you can mark that down.
If it happens, he's not an insider. We'll just say that.
Yep.
It's not like he doesn't work there or anything.
Yeah, not like up, down,
no.
down. Up, down,
No.
down. That doesn't count.
He's still independent contractor though. He still does independent dates though.
Yeah. What about you, Chris?
Okay, I need to ask: is Okada signed?
No.
Mm-mm.
I would have to do Okada.
Ooh,
That's the most oh shit moment
for sure.
And it's because it's like the Rumble is filled with all the internet, the entire internet.
Yeah,
that's how it starts, and I know for a fact the oh shit moment that Okada shows up at the Rumble and then goes like face to face with like Cody and Punk and shit. Like, and then no. Okada face to face with Gunther. Yeah. Like at that point, it's like the power levels. It's like Vegeta and Goku. It's like
basically
who do I pick? So I got to go
Netflix
Okada.
look real good, right?
Making
Netflix look real good,
dude. Yeah, I have to go Okada because it's forbidden Dory enough that like they just like what's AEW? We just got like the number one guy. Matt Cardona is a great pick. I would love nothing more to see Matt Cardona in it and not be Zack Ryder. He's proven himself so much on there, but I think Okada, like, I want to see Okada in Truth somehow. just do strong style. Like, if our Truth all of a sudden pulls out strong style moves out of nowhere, he's not our Truth no more. He's like K-Quick at this point.
Bro, he could. He could.
He's like Ron Killings from TNA managing Pac-Man Jones. And Like, dog, I would absolutely like mind blown over the fact Okada could do anything in there, and it would be amazing, but it wouldn't affect my Rumble pick. I don't think Okada could win the Rumble. Now that would be insane.
Hey, listen.
There'd be a lot of CM Punk fans who are just punching the air because Okada came in day one and won the Rumble.
I don't know. I think they'd be converted very easily.
Listen, as far as I'm concerned, now that it's been put out there in the ether, okay, I need R-Truth and Okada together on Monday Night Raw selling Rainmaker t-shirts every week now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Since you brought it up, that's what I want. So, Hunter, listen, make it happen.
Yes, I love it. I love it so much.
I love this prediction. I love predictions.
So as we begin to wind down, what are your guys' final thoughts on this year's Royal Rumble? What on a scale of 1 to 10, like how excited are you? Putting any expectations? Are you nervous? Because we are in the first Royal Rumble that's owned by TKO that is going to be leading into possibly the biggest April in not only sports entertainment but combat sports, because we have we have WrestleMania, and then the following week we have UFC 300. So they're gonna build this road with gold. What are you guys expecting? Are you guys scared? Give me your thoughts as we begin to wind down.
I'd say this is like the first Royal Rumble in like years that I've been like 100% excited for. Like, I have picks, but at the same time, I'm still going in and just enjoying the ride because the buildup has just been so phenomenal as to where I feel like I can't even really make predictions. Like, I'll make predictions, but I don't know if that's exactly what they're trying to do. And this is the first Royal Rumble I feel like where the surprises are like top notch. Like, they're almost guaranteed to happen, basically. So it's a very, very exciting moment for wrestling fans right now.
I couldn't have said it better. Like, I'm super just, I'm like a child right now. I'm just waiting for it.
It's like Christmas Day, basically, when I was a kid. Like, that's how I feel right now.
What about you, Unc?
Oh, go ahead.
Man, listen, I've been saying this so often. Matter of fact, I've been saying this every single week on 2.5 Hills, available everywhere on Spotify right now. Us as wrestling fans have been eating so good from this buffet that we call professional wrestling, okay? And the Royal Rumble will be nothing less of a delicious offering of sports entertainment for everybody to enjoy. Whether you hate them or you love them, everybody is gunning for the same thing: a shot at WrestleMania. And I'm here for the ride. I'm ready for it. And at this point, anything can happen, and you need to expect the unexpected.
All right, Chris.
So, I don't know if you also got that message. If Nikki, he's trying to join in, he might have figured it out. Just briefly. Don't know if he's in the studio. We might want to test that out.
No, he's not in the studio.
Okay, he still has the same link, so I had just told him. But I've come to like, how do I say this? So I always feel like the Royal Rumble has always been my WrestleMania. For it's just the surprise of it all, you know, like seeing Booker T show up in 2014, you know, seeing Kevin Nash show up in 2014, all of a sudden seeing like John Cena return within 6 months of and 12-month injury, you know. It's the surprise of it all. Like, it's that Christmas surprise thing, you know. You never know what you're gonna get, and I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of surprises this year. I think it is going to boil down to a lot of NXT call-ups for that, and they'll save. Like I love that NXT call-ups were for the Raw after Mania, but I think it's going to be more so for Royal Rumble to kind of give them that spotlight in that match per se. It's the match to do it, but I'm very excited. Again, it's like you don't know the twists and turns that is the road to WrestleMania. So like, especially with everything going on as early as today, we don't know what the hell's going on. We don't know what the hell's going on.
That's another conversation for another day.
Yeah. But like I'm still excited. I don't think it's gonna deter too much. I say that knocking on wood. From the whole WrestleMania, and I'm just so excited. But sidebar. Now that you mentioned TKO, I'm not opposed to like an MMA wrestler being a surprise entrant or an MMA guy, like Sugar Sean O'Malley.
That would be dope.
I
would like to have Sugar like in the audience. I know that there's a lot of MMA fighters
more logical
who don't respect wrestling, and they don't really have to. But I would like to see like, who gave us a good fight recently that didn't completely suck? Strickland, Duplessis, maybe. Like other than that, if we go really far back, then yeah, Sugar. Because 95 was it 95 96 UFC 92 96 sucked completely.
Adesanya and all that stuff, but like that's just pure speculation. I don't think they'll I can see them being in the crowd and stuff, but
I mean, listen, if we're gonna go into that realm, I mean, let's just go crazy. I mean, let's just bring out the big guns here at this point. I mean,
okay, yeah, he's like, yeah, let's have Francis Ngannou just win.
Just bring him in here, just bashing people's faces in just cause.
At that point, nobody has a shot.
No. If Ngannou joins the Rumble,
synergy, corporate synergy.
Oh no, I support CM Punk 100% that he can cut a promo and talk shit to Francis Ngannou and nothing bad's gonna happen. His MMA career was clearly that he could, fight. So I 100% stand by CM Punk to go and just badmouth this behemoth of a man 100%, and whatever happens couldn't be as bad as All Out, so let's do it.
Ngannou versus Omos though,
they're the same person.
Listen, he whose name we will not speak no more could just look at these athletes. We won't speak his name.
This is such good shit.
We need to lay off the Vince impressions for a little bit.
For a long time.
For a lot of it.
But man, no, I'm so ready for Rumble. I am so ready for Rumble. Regardless if we're gonna finish the story, add another chapter, see CM Punk finally main event, and then have it still be taken away by The Rock. Seth hobbling in on his broken knee. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. It's gonna be so fun.
All right. So where can everyone find you? And definitely for other pay-per-views, if you guys want to come back on and we just, have more predictions. I think this is a good prediction squad because we all have roughly the same humor. So it works. But where can everybody find you guys?
Oh, well, you can follow me, as you can see right over here, Uncle Black 215. That's on everything. And you can follow the program right underneath me at 2.5_heels. That's everything right there. That's how you can get in touch with me in the show. And you can follow Bree.
Y'all can follow me at BreeBree99, period, with 2 underscores.
All right.
And if you guys want all the R-Truth love, go to these guys. All the R-Truth love is down
Yes.
there. That's why I followed these guys.
We love
Dude.
Truth. We love
He's the
him
GOAT.
so
I don't
much,
care what
man.
anyone says.
He's the greatest of all time. Give him all the belts. Put all
Give
the
him-
belts on him.
Give him all the belts.
Give him all the belts.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you in our next video. Saturday, 12 p.m. Mountain Time, we have Aiden Colt coming out. Definitely a good listen. Definitely a fun listen. Couple of technical difficulties that we had to edit out because my heart was broken, but we'll get into that on a different day. All right.
Oh, my brother.
Bye, everyone.
All right.